the other thing is like educating the athletes about, they're thinking we're the W, like where is the Louis Vuitton?
Everyone's lining up.
Yeah. Like there's also a misconception about what we do as stylists and what that process is in order to get the clothes.
It's never been a more exciting time to be a WNBA fan.
Yeah.
You've been doing this now for 20 years, with the W, but it's pretty wild to watch the rise of fashion and style, like in particular, and tunnel walks, and how important those have become. And now that every brand wants to dress every athlete for that moment because there's monetary upside and brand upside.
Yeah.
So what's the most exciting part of that for you? And when do you feel like you're able to make, the most impact?
Obviously getting the photo is, I'm excited because you're like, okay, I did it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, uh-oh, what happened?
Yeah.
But
that's the worst.
But that's the worst. I think that is exciting. I think also the hunt is exciting. I think the misconception is that brands are really excited to dress. I think some brands are really excited to dress.
That's what I want to talk about too.
Yeah, I think we are still spending a lot of time educating the fashion community about the value of sport. I think the headlines would make it seem otherwise, because I think we're in the right direction. But I think that I spend a lot of time saying, hey, this is really important. This person really works for your brand. And really trying to find the brands that support athletes, and also me wanting to work with the brands that I want to support and that also like understand the value of this entire process. So that part is exciting for me. It's a little bit challenging, but I like a challenge. My biggest, like as a fan, I'm excited to see the diversity in style. I think that part is the coolest part about the tunnel. So you get to see from the mini skirt to a 3-piece suit. And I think that part is really cool because you can see a little bit of yourself in one of the players. So no matter what your style sensibility is or however you present, there's something there for you. And I think that's what's so cool about the W. There's like a little bit of everything there.
Agree completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that advocacy is really interesting, that the stylist role has to play when it comes to brands. Given the state of the economy and tariffs and this, that, and the other, and just like we're moving away from all the right things. Like I think that a lot of brands are backing away and just here's your sample size set and that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
That's so far from where we are, but I feel like we've wanted to dress athletes since like day one, but not just athletes, but and everyone around the athlete.
Yeah.
I just see it as such a no-brainer. Like
I love that.
It's awesome. It's
I
so
love that.
cool. But I mean, when you get brand pushback, how do you handle brands that just tell you no?
I think you just try again. I'm like the little engine that could. Like I think I'm disappointed in the moment, and I have to be like vocal about it because I think it's such a disservice to like consumers. I think it's a disservice to fans. I think it's also a disservice that like there's sort of messaging that's not aligned with the truth. The other thing is like educating the athletes about, they're thinking we're the W, like where is the Louis Vuitton?
Everyone's lining up.
Yeah. Like there's also a misconception about what we do as stylists and what that process is in order to get the clothes. And so sometimes you're like feeling bad because you're disappointing the talent who thinks people should be throwing clothes
That's
at
hard.
them. So it's like you're kind of playing both sides of the fence, trying to make sure that everybody's happy, or you're fighting to get things that aren't happening quick enough for the talent who's expecting the fashion gates to open for them.
There's a saying in business, it's good to have a short-term memory. And so I have heard stylists be on the record as like, I'll never work with this brand. And to me, that is like so the wrong outcome.
Yeah.
Because it could have just been the wrong person on the wrong day and you didn't like present, the right package deal, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're doing your talent a disservice if you're like cutting out brands.
Yeah.
on a value, like if you're doing it for values, absolutely. If there's somebody that's like anti-DEI and like pro patriarchy and like pro white male, fuck them. But like
100%. 100%.
But I think that if it's just like they see something that you aren't necessarily fully up to speed on and like it's not the right fit at the right time, that patience and like and persistence is like critical.